We what's going on, you guys? What's going on? Welcome back to another video with your boy Abe Shaw. As you can see by the title of this video, it is officially the last freaking video of 2023. Like, sheesh, that is insane, bro. Like, it's been a wonderful year. Literally December 31st, 5 o'clock p.m. Probably gonna get this video done within like an hour or two and upload it to the YouTube channel so y'all can just watch me right now as we are right now. But man, what a wonderful year. Just grateful for everything. Like, I'm over here just reflecting and just thinking back, like everything that I've accomplished here, from passing the first year I've having passed funded account challenges to getting funded to having the profits, big profits withdrawals with blah. In between, like the beginning of the year, middle of the year, like damn near every quarter I've had like crazy results on the week, month, or even just literally heavy on the month. Like the trades, like this last month that we caught for these buys that we've been seeing across all the indices, just insane. And then, like, as I talked to my mentees, we talked about like where the market was at last year at the beginning of the year to where it's at now. Like, had I held those positions, it's just so many different perspectives, so many full circle moments that's happening right now. And I'm very excited. I'm very happy for what's in store for 2024. And it's kind of like, I like to take the time out in this video, I guess you guys too, like take the time out and really just reflect. Like, think about all the things that you've accomplished this year, all the things that you're grateful for this year. Before you even think about all the goals, like instead of like looking ahead to 2024, take the time, like, you know what? Let me sit back and see, like, dang, I really did do this year. Dang, I really did have $1 million. Dang, I really did have $1,000 a day, whatever that is for you. You feel me? Like, just really, truly, like, hold that in, right? So, enough of that little, like, small talk right now. But it was a couple things I was like, let me write this down because I really want to make sure I talk about it in this video. But before I even get into the main thing that we're about to get into, but it was crazy, like, my thought process, like, when it comes to trading. When it comes to, like, really making 2024, that's what basically probably gonna be the title of this video. Making 2024 the year where you are in charge of your own destiny, you are in charge of your own salary. So this video is literally gonna be about how to go in 2024, making a career, making a salary off of trading, right? And the reason what kind of like sparked this video, obviously you guys seen thousands of videos I've done like this before. I think I did a $30 an hour video, I did a $1,000 an hour video, and this is going to be an updated going into 2024. How can you make a career off of trading? How can you have a salary off of trading video in this series right here? But excuse me, it's so crazy because I literally just yesterday or the day before I was talking to one of my friends and we was talking about $10,000 account. I was teaching about getting hit to funded accounts. He's getting restarted back into trading, and we was talking about I was giving him game. You feel me? Putting him to funded account challenges and funded accounts so you can grow your account. And he was like, bro, like imagine somebody growing their account from $10,000, getting a funded account, or having like $10,000 and being able to grow to $1 million. And I was like, you know, I'm like, and I really thought about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's really possible for real. Like, that's not hard to do. Like, and like, it's crazy to really think, like, from the skill that I've learned to really see how to trade indices, that's not hard to do at all. It's literally not. To be able to, and then not only be able to confidently say this to him, I'm really thinking, I'm doing the numbers in my head. I'm thinking about the pip counts. Like, okay, what would I need to get my account to first in order for me to take an account from $10,000 to $1 million? So like, damn, like, what is the thought process? And being able to, in my head, and then also looking at the charts too. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna look at the charts. But being in my head thinking like, okay, cool. If I know I could scale a $10,000 account to 100K within a week, boom, that's my 100K. Once I get to 100K, it's really up then, because at that point all I have to do is pop my standard lot size, my $2 lots on the indice pair. For my people that traded my indices, for my indice chat members and just people that's been following. If you follow me on YouTube, you know the results and how I do my trades. Like, so within the average TP that smashed for the last 3 months on US 30 for me is TP134. That's 1,200 pips, right? So 1,200 pips with a dollar lot, that's $12,000 every single time I'm entering the trade. So if I have a $100,000 account, I'm popping a dollar lot size on every single trade I'm entering. I'm catching 1,200 pips. I'm making $12,000 every single time. Bare minimum, even if I'm doing 12,000. That's one trade I'm taking. So if I'm taking 2 to 3 trades a day, going for 1,200 pips every single time, you can do the math on that. And that's how I've been able to, like, that's how it was for me in the beginning of the year when I was thinking, like, okay, cool, my thought process, like, cool, I've been having these random, not even random, I've been having these precise 50K days, 100K days, 300K days, 500K day. That was literally one of my biggest days. I lied. My biggest day for this year literally was 750,000 off of one trade. Let me rephrase that. Let me make sure I clarify that. Off of one trade, 750,000 was one of my biggest days this year. That was earlier in Q2 when that happened. So, and you know what? I'm gonna keep that in the video. I don't even care. I wasn't gonna blur it out, but just I'm here to give y'all like an understanding like what's really going on. So like to be able to understand like cool, once I get that account to 100,000 and literally can confidently say within 3 months it's not possible. I mean it's possible to grow $100,000 account to $1 million. It's definitely possible because I'm only one person, right? The banks, all these other people, all these businesses, not even banks, we ain't gotta talk about banks. Businesses, they take that first investment and they reinvest it to make them more money, make them more property, and leverage the money that they had before. Other people's money, credit, whatever you want to use, right? So many ways you can go about it, but learning how to really leverage your account size to the best of your ability. And this is the main reason why I used to always, like, when I first got hit the front of the account, I'm like, bro, I'm telling everybody about this. Because if I would have knew about this back in 2018, the trading experience would have been 10 times way faster. Because I had no idea that I can get access to up to $10,000 at minimum. That's on the back end. We know challenges, profit runs, they go up 25, 50K, 100K, 200K, 300K, depending on whatever broker. Or you get two 200K accounts with TMO, that's a $400K account. And as a trader, whether you're trading indices or currencies, there's no reason why you should be reaching or losing any drawdown rule or daily loss rule or loss rule overall on the $400,000 account. You have $400,000, it should be smooth as peachy, like with you not even risking as much as possible to grow your account. But I kind of just got sidetracked a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But it's just crazy to think like that perspective of like, dang, bro, like in my head, the skill that I taught myself, I can literally map out a blueprint on how to create a salary or how to reach a certain amount of money or a number goal that I want to accomplish. Now my numbers for next year are ridiculous. I'm only gonna literally share that with a select few people. Don't need, like I said, I did say this is gonna be my last time. Like I guess that's why I said I might end up cropping that out or maybe not, depending on how I feel editing this video. But next year is gonna be more like as you start to maintain wealth, obviously safety, security, all this stuff. You gotta take precautions. That I'm not gonna be out here showing y'all my profits as crazy. If anything, I would rather promote my mentees that's smacking these TPs goals. So as we go into the next year, majority of my timeline on my Instagram story at least, or like my feed, if I'm not traveling, like if I'm not taking a trip, the only thing that you should be seeing on my story next year are maybe sometimes in my entries, but predominantly it should be me tagging all my Sinner Chat members that's smacking TPs, all of my academy members, all my personal mentees. Shout out to my personal mentees who's watching this video right now. The only thing that I'm going to be posting on my story is broadcasting y'all success, broadcasting their success, duplicating the same success that I have done for me, but implementing that same sauce into others so that way they can show y'all how I've impacted their life. I have a lot of people, lives that I've impacted this year, a lot of people that's DMing me messages over and over again and just make my heart full because like, damn, bro, like I've been there where they were. So like in this video, it's like going into 2024, as you're watching this video right now, I want to make sure I do something for you guys to like, if you're in the beginning stages, like I was you feel me? Like it took me a minute to get here, but we here. But before I got there, I understand that I wish it was a way that I would have knew like, dang, like realistically, can somebody show me how can I create my salary going into the new year? So what I'm about to do, we're gonna switch over to the charts right now. I'm gonna base this example off of I'm gonna do more. We're gonna try to be realistic. Like let's say somebody's salary, a standard salary that somebody has right now is $75,000 a year. Your base salary is $75,000 a year. So I'm about to switch over to the charts and then we'll continue this over here. Alright, so I haven't even decided on which pair I want to focus on. So as you guys know, I am bringing back currencies and indices. But you know what? We're going to take it. We're going to go currency. Let's go currency on this. And I might have... just to make sure. Hold on. Let's see. Make sure I don't have my back testing stuff on here before I share my screen, because that is literally for my academy members. At my academy members that's watching this video right now, I do have like as we start to get into like the currency chat more this year, I do have some sauce, like a video that I'm gonna drop for y'all later on this week. I already gave y'all one for GU like I believe like 2 weeks ago when I first was studying it again, but I'm gonna give you guys like another what's the name? Actually no, we're not even gonna do GU. We're gonna go straight to SPX. Let's focus on SPX. And y'all know what's crazy, like looking at this right now, like I have not been on the charts, I have not literally been on the indices, like I have not been trading or anything like this. And look how all of the markets like played out still from the last setups that I sent out, or the last time y'all saw me talking about indices. Everything was still playing out as expected. Alright, so delete everything. Let's go back into the beginning of the year. We ain't gotta go all the way back. We can go to like, I could literally pick a random, what's the name? Let's see. What random what's the name don't pick. We can start from, you know what, skip it. We can start from January. We can start literally at the beginning of the year. 2023. What do we have going on? Right? So 2023, New Year's Eve. This year I'm not really starting trading until the week after. I might start looking at the charts this week though, but I'm not gonna start trading until the week of 7. Let everything set up. So at the beginning of the year, we have this big old zone on a 4-hour time frame. Right? So let me type this out for y'all. So the first thing we talked about was what? The goal is, I said our base salary is gonna be $75,000. $75,000 for the year. Cool. We break that down. Salary with 75,000 divided by 12. 75,000 divided by 12 means we need to make $6,250 a month. This is what we need to bring in a month off of trading. Hear me when I say this. This is literally what we need to bring in a month off of trading before, not before, in order for us to make $75,000 next year off of trading, right? $6,250 a month. So now we got another number that we gotta do. $6,250 a month divided by 4 is $1,500. $1,562, right? So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna up it and just say 1,600, so that way we can make it like cool, whatever. Right? So that means every single week of trading SPX 500, we need to make $1,600 off of trading, right? So this is the goal. $1,600. Now that we understand our yearly goal is 75,000, this is our goal for the year. Cool. This is our monthly goal, and then this is our weekly goal. And some people might say this for trading too, like you wouldn't really. Sometimes it's good and it's not good to set daily goals or weekly goals. Oh, my fault. I'm tripping, y'all. So this is daily. I mean, this is the year. This is the month. This is a week. So how much do I need to make in a day in order to reach this goal? 1,600 divided by, we're going to say 4 days out of the week. So now all I have to do is make $400 a day off of trading. Do you know how simple they just made it? Instead of going for, let's say like instead of going for like $1,000 or $2,000 or trying to get rich overnight, all you need is $400 a day. You be consistent $400 a day. That makes you $1,600 a week. That's $1,600 a week. Totals up to $6,000 a month. By this point, you're already making. Let me see. 25. Let me see. No, that's still not enough. By this point, you're already making. Excuse me, $6,000 a month. The goal is $75,000 a year. As you can see, actually, hold on. My math probably not even mathing right now. 1,600 times 4 weeks. 64. Let me actually make sure it's consistent. 6,400. And then let me actually do the math for real. Alright, so it will be 76,000. Alright, cool. Right, so this is your yearly salary. $400 a day, that's all you gotta make. 1,600 64, boom, 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 boom. All right, so this is basically how people break it down. We see those Instagram videos all the time saying like, oh, this is how you need to make the money, da, da, da. Like, all it is $400 a day, right? So, but let me really show y'all on the charts how simple this is. I'm only gonna do it for like a couple of days right here just to show y'all. So my thought process, and I know you're probably like, okay, hey, but how much money do I need to have in my account to make this happen? That is a great question, right? This is where it matters. I would say at least, you know, I would say at least $1,000 at minimum. $1,000 at minimum. I'm talking to my people that have more money than this. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm only making this video for my people that's like, that don't have access to this much funds, right? Obviously, if you have more, if you got $5,000 to play with, or if you have $10,000 to play with, then cool. Like, you have more money that you can put in, and you can. And that's the beauty thing about it. The more money you put into the markets to trade with, the more leverage, the more account, like the higher the account that you can like trade with. But for right now, we're gonna say you fund your account with. Actually, you know what? Let me think. What is? I want to say 12. Do I want to put it at? I'm gonna put it at $1,500. Everybody should have $1,500. We're gonna put it at $1,500. Only reason I'm saying $1,500 because $1,500 is about the average amount that people spend on a trip. You might spend more, but I know like base trip, whatever, flight, hotel, all that stuff. $1,500 is a nice amount. Or people spend this on shoes or on clothes or on belts. So that same $1,500 that you spent on whatever you spent that money on, only you watching this video right now can tell yourself, what did I spend $1,500 on that I could have used to actually just invest and day trade on a day-to-day to make my salary $76,000 just from a $1,500 investment that you put into the market, right? So my account starting at $1,500. The goal is going to be, I'll be placing a 0.20 lot size. So the goal is $1,500. I'm going to place a 0.20 lot size. And the way I trade, I always risk about 100 pips on SPS 500. I'm really about to give y'all one of my styles of trading that I'm gonna use right now. So pay attention to, like, this is gonna be my gift to y'all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. All right, so 0.20 lot size. I risk 100 pips, right, to catch 200 pips, right? So that means I'm risking $100 to make $200. I mean 200 pips. My fault. I'm risking $100 to make. Let me actually type it out for you. I risk $100 to make $400. Right? That's a great risk to reward, if I do say so myself. And I could go crazier with this. If my people's watching, it's like, hey, why won't you just do a dollar lot size or 0.50? I can, but I want to make sure I'm showing y'all the minimum lot size that you could use to still accomplish your goal of a base pay of just $76,000 at the end of the year. So look, and then even then, I could take this a step further. 2 ways you can do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it that way. 2 ways we can do this. On my trading plans, I'm pretty sure I have a free trading plan on my website. But 2 ways we're gonna do this. Either one or two things, depending on the day. Because on a day-to-day basis, when you're trying to hit that $400 goal consistency, it's 2 ways you're going to be able to do it. You can either catch 200 pips off of one trade, or you can look to take 2 trades for 100 pips and have that same goal. It's way easier to catch 100 pips 2 times than it would be to swing trade for 200 pips, right? Not saying that it's not easy to catch 200 pips on one move, because that's definitely the case too, but it is way easier to catch 100 pips twice than it is to try to swing one big trade and catch 200 pips. So let me actually show y'all, and let me actually type this up. So risk 100 pips, risk 100, I don't need to type this right here. This can go with risk 100 pips, risk $100 to make $400. And if you don't understand what pips are, pips is basically, it's called a percentage price, and that's like the numbers over here to the right. So basically, it's kind of like, the way I like to teach it, or the way I kind of like to explain it, it's basically like the amount of steps that you take in the market. The more steps that you take in the market going up or down, the more money that you'll make. And you will know like how many steps it's going based off of, I always look at the last 2 numbers in the back. So if it go up 10 or if it go up 20, cool, that's 20 steps, that's 20 pips, or that's 20 points. I put air quotes right there because everybody has their own terminology. When it's the indices, they go by points. When it's the currency pairs, they go by pips. But at the end of the day, without terminology, they all still basically mean the same thing. So that's the reason why I say it the way I say it. Right? So let's get into this. Let me actually run play and show y'all how you can look at this. So it's gonna be the strategy I'm gonna teach y'all is two simple strategies. Either the zone breakout. I always tell y'all anyway, if it break outside this zone, like this, the probability of when it break outside this zone, this is when we know we can look for strong buys, because the higher the time frame, the bigger the move. So one way to trade is waiting for zone breakouts. The other way to trade SPS 500 is if you simply wait for the market to come and play inside the zone, coming back to major supports or major resistance, right? Or it's really so much I can get into deep into this, but I want to make sure I'm not giving y'all too much, but giving y'all enough at the same time. Because this, what I'm about to really explain, is going to be more than enough. So right now, let's just say we're letting this play out for the year right now. So we coming into the New Year's, we seeing this, right? The market's is going down for sales. It bounced off of this level. This wick rate right here is representing a support. It's letting us know that the market is making a support level right here. Cool. So with us understanding that the market is creating a support level right here, what are we going to do the next time the market comes back down to this price? Right? And the same thing that we figured out this was support is the same way we know that this is an area that is a resistance, because the last time it came to this price, this was resistance, one for the sales. So when it came back here again, this was an opportunity right here to up in the charts for the sell direction on the way back down to the support. So let me show you guys how easy it is to capitalize off of this. So I'm going to let this week go by, right? And we're going to go into the week of when I say I'm going to actually start trading, which is the week of the, like starting January 7th, right? So we have our zone. Right, we have our zone. The market actually broke outside this zone. So as a trader, one or two things is going to happen right here. You have to understand this. One or two things is going to happen. We're either going to see a retest back to the zone, and then the continuation of the uptrend, or we're going to see a retest back to the zone. The market is going to close back inside the zone, and then we're going to see a continuation for the downtrend. You might see some form of a pullback back to the outside, which is called a price trap for my traders that know. Price trap is when it gets stuck back into the resistance level that started the sales previously in the past, which will confirm your downtrend, right? Or, like I said, it's not going to get stuck in the price trap area, but instead just come back to retest and come back outside that zone for the buy, right? So in this case, we have our retest back to the zone. So as a trader, now we're starting to get into what is my setups I'm looking for. And let me actually make sure I'm following the days too. So the day that I'm starting, I said this is Sunday. This is going into Monday. Cool, Monday. And we're going to go ahead and drop down to this 1 hour too, so we can see it better. This is Monday. This is Tuesday at midnight. This is Wednesday. And like I said, I'm only going to do this for this. And I'm probably going to go to another month too, just so like this video don't just get super long, which is January long. And then Friday is all the way over here. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days, right? So this is, all right, cool. Where does Sunday end? So that's Monday. So this is Monday. Monday it took off for the buys during New York session. Perfect. It started to go for the sales after New York session, going into Tokyo session. I'm officially starting to trade on Tuesday. So what was the goal that we said we were looking for? I know I'm placing a 0.20 lot size on my trade. I'm risking, my fault, I'm not risking $100. If you're watching this YouTube video and you caught that, thank you. Thank you for commenting in the comments. But at the same time, if you didn't watch this full video, and I'm going to know if you didn't watch this full video, because it'll be no way for you to say like, oh, hey, if it's not $100 you're risking $200. But if you watch this video right now, you would know like, oh, damn, he was right. He did end up correcting himself. It was $200 instead of $100. So yes, if I'm risking 100 pips on the trade, risking, and let me type that up, risking 100 pips. And this isn't necessarily financial advice. Let me make sure I give y'all a disclaimer. This isn't financial advice. This is me telling y'all what I would do on the charts if I was looking to make $76,000 this year. So I'm risking 100 pips. Take profit goal, aka TP. When y'all see me post TP, that's basically take profit. Take profit goal is to catch 200. Well, let me rephrase that. 100 to 200 pips on the move, right? So like I said, you can either, the goal is to catch 200 pips a day, but as you can see, you can either take 2 trades that go for 100 pips, and end it that way, or you can take one trade that goes solely for 200 pips and end it that way as well. Or you could break it down even further and go 4 trades for 50 pips, and that's even quicker itself because it's so easy excuse me, to capitalize 50 pips off the market. But one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. So in this scenario here, we have our retest back to the zone. It came back inside this price. If the market closed back below this entry right here, I know I can start looking for sales, and I will take it back to the bottom of the zone here. If the market comes back outside of this zone, then I know I can look for buys and take it once again back to the top of the zone. So my buy entry will be at 39.05. Boom. And then the take profit goal will be all the way back at 39. It's crazy because I might be bugging. That might be more than enough pips. Because I said all our goal is just 200 pips for the day. So all I need to catch is this. This would be this is how trading works. This is a real life example of how greed can get you, right? There's a lot of people, and depending on like if you're a swing trader, it varies per your style. But if I say my only goal is all I need to catch is 100 pips on a day or 200 pips at most, I'm good. But look how much room I've left on the table for a full move that can happen back to the retest. That's 400 pips. So that puts the perspective like of how much money you can really make off of trading. But when you set your goals and you know exactly what you need to get, and all you need to get, you don't need the extras, that's all that matters, right? So I'll take buys here. My stop loss would be 39.05, 39. I'm tripping. It'll be at 38.95. This will be stop loss. And then if I was doing the sales, it would be at 38.70. Boom. Come back inside. Stop loss would be 38.80. And then TP1 through, let's see, I would go for this one. It'll probably be like right here. But for right now, let me actually focus on those buys. I don't want it to get too cluttered on here and too confusing. So let's see what it does. Perfect, right? So gave us a retest, a double top. This is indication of a sell. It pushed down to 38.70, right? It pushed down to 38.70, but it did not close to continuation for the continuation of the downtrend to create like a bearish engulfing candlestick. Like if this candlestick would have been like stronger with momentum, then I would have been in there. But instead, that next 1 hour candlestick closed bullish, followed by that next previous candlestick that followed after that, that went bullish as well. So you know what setup I'm already looking for, right? I'll be looking for that buy at 39.05 once it actually commits and close, right? So this was the candlestick right here that kind of gave us that confirmation. That next candlestick opened up on the hour. It started off bearish, but then ultimately went bullish. As you can see, as I get ready to run play on this, it should be on its way to smack our TP. And just like that, that's 200 pips. So off that first trade, I'm gonna hit my goal of making $400, right? So that's me just putting it into perspective for y'all. So this is, and then if you're like, what day is this? So this was just Monday. So Monday, we don't trade on Mondays for real. You can if you know which direction the market is going in, but if you don't, then obviously you're gonna wait. So Tuesday, cool, you caught $400 this day. So now what are we gonna do? Rinse, repeat. You're gonna look for the same setup, see what setup happens during the New Year's session again to see how you can make another $400 on the day. Because at the end of the day, what is the goal? The goal is to make $400 a day, $1,500 a week. My fault, $1,600 a week, and then ultimately, where did that? I was about to say, where did it go? Right here, 76,000 for the year. So as I continue to play this out, let's go ahead. Let's do it. We're gonna play some more. What did we just talk about over here to the left? We found our resistance level. We found our support. So at this time, I don't know why I was looking like that. At this time, what is this? This is our resistance level. This is our new zone that we're going to be playing in. So we have our resistance. We have our support from London, which will be right here. As we go ahead and run play on this, what are we waiting to see? What time is this? It's later on in the day too. So actually, we wouldn't even count this. This doesn't even matter. This would have been smooth during New York, but this would have been what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. I see it. So during the New York session, this is our resistance level that we're looking at. If it breaks above our resistance, we know we can take our buys. If it hits the retest and close below, we know we can take our sales. So as you can see, it was literally creating a higher low right here, a higher low right here, and then it finally broke out of that zone which would have had us in the buy entry that I would have called in the chat at 39.55. And it's so funny because like I could literally, if I wanted to go look in my chat right now and scroll all the way back to January, let's see how accurate or how close I would have been, and actually like me saying that right now, like, oh yeah, I would have called this trade. Because one thing to say like, oh yeah, I would have entered it after I already see that it broke out the zone. But it's another thing to actually have the facts to back it up. So let me scroll all the way back to January and see if I can actually prove it. This is a long year. Oh my goodness. August, July, June. Like, Jesus Christ. Ain't no way I was calling all these trades like this, man. I'm literally doing all this scrolling. Like, if I was to show y'all on this camera over here, you can literally see how fast my fingers is going right now, and I'm still only in March. Like, scroll. And of course, I didn't even. The channel was created for the SPS chat was in February, so I would have to go back to the other chat. I'm not doing that. That's dead. So alright, so look. Alright, bet. So as you can see, so it broke the zone. The moment it broke the zone, I would have already been started looking for the buys. Then what did it do? It gave us a retest back to the zone. Earlier today, I taught you guys already. Always after the market break out of the zone, always look for the break and retest of a zone. If it closed above the zone again, perfect. This is your green light to take that trade, right? So that entry right here, 39.55 would have been my buy entry. So once again, I'm entering in at 0.20 lot size. As it goes to smash TP1 at, well, not TP1, yeah, TP1. As it goes to smash my 50 pip mark, that's $100. I'm up. Cool. It smashed 39.75, and that we got a little room before we get to that. So yeah, I'm tripping. $100 at 39.60. 39.65 will be at $200 because now we're up our 100 pips. And then the main goal, if I'm looking to go for 200 pips, that would be at 39.75. So this is where it gets interesting, where you have to see like the two styles of trading. Do you want to hold, or do you want to take profit and go for another 100 pips? So this would be one of those examples where you can look to do literally. It's crazy because trading is so beautiful to the point where either way you can make money. So we talked about the buys. If I catch 100 pips on this one, cool. Let's say play devil's advocate, right? I catch 100 pips. I'm up. I catch $200. So in order for me to reach my goal of $400 a day, that means I need to make catch another 100 pips off the market. So let's say, for example, if I wanted to hop into sales, I could, right? And actually, I'm gonna let this run play a little bit just to confirm, because it'll be kind of like a double confirmation I'll look for. So like if I want to hop into sales, I start to see a strong buy, the market starts to sell off. Cool. I take a sell entry off of this trade, 0.20 lot size. My goal is to go for another 100 pips, right? Technically, my goal would be to go for another 100 pips back to the same zone that started the buy. And then I'd be good because that's 200 pips in the day. But it's going to be two factors that we're going to play in once we get back to the zone, right? So here, the fact that the market started going for the sell and then this next candlestick went bullish. And this is the part of trading where I feel like people talk about it, but like really being in this situation, and I really want to see if I can like kind of like walk y'all through how I do in a lot of trading rooms. So like if I'm actually trading live, this is all you see. It's easy to see the market right now as it's going. So as it's going, you starting to see sales. You're like, man, I'm taking my sales right now. Oh, it's going for the sales. It's going for the 4 retest. Then what you see? Hold on, the market's starting to flip. Okay, cool. It's starting to go for the downtrend again. Bet. You confident. It's still technically quote unquote a lower high in the market. But at the end of the day, how I teach my mentees, I'm gonna pause it right here. How I teach my mentees, and you see how I start taking off for the buys? How I teach my mentees is this. At the end of the day, we're paying attention to the trend. Overall trend is the uptrend, right? Once it shows you that floor, pay attention to it. Because if it never fails to break this level, this is your indication that the buy isn't over with and that it's really about to get ready to take off for the buys. And then even better confirmation of this would kind of be like, we wouldn't even necessarily be in these trades anyway, because this is later on in the day. You usually got trade during the year session only, which is all the way back. Oh, which is literally all the way back down here. So the entries that I would have called for my mentees or just in the center chats and everybody in general, our entries would have been sniper all the way down here anyway. So by the time this is starting to happen, we're already just anticipating that it's about to find a price floor. And once it finds that price floor, we'll start looking for the sales. But, I mean, not sales, we'll start looking for the buys again. But the moment it would have broke this structure, then we would have been looking for our, what's the word I'm looking for? Sales. If it would have broke the structure, we'd look for our sales. But since it started to slow down, lose this momentum, it's not during the US session anymore, I'm going to want to wait for either a zone breakout or now a retest back to the zone for another entry for my buys. Right? So, pretty, like, for that, what I just did right there, really rewind it as much as possible because I really kind of, like, said a lot right in that moment. And this is kind of like what we're about to see the market play out, what I'm talking about. So, two things are going to happen right here. We're going to get a retest to the zone. And it's two ways that you could trade this. I'm giving you all the sauce. You could either take buys off of the support if you're confident in the uptrend, right? This is a more riskier entry because you're entering right off of support and just assuming that the market is going to bounce off of this and go for the buys. Or you can wait for the full breakout of this zone again up here at the top side, and then you take your buy entry off of this. So this could be either buy entry number 1 or this could be either buy entry number 2, right? So currently, and I should have been keeping track of how much we're up. So far, I believe we're up. We already made $400 day 1. We already made $200, so we're up $600 on our account right now. And then here we are now going into Wednesday with another opportunity to capitalize on the chart. So let's see what happens. And then, of course, if it break below this, we'll start looking for the sales. As you can see, it's starting to consolidate. It's starting to chill. Is it going to break out the zone? Okay, then break out the zone. Still playing, still chilling. Are you breaking out? Nope, we still not in. Now we're getting ready to enter our trade. Perfect. And as you can see, you see how I just slowly touch out through that? That's I promise you, that's literally how I've been in a lot of trading around. Right, so here, it wanted to consolidate, it wanted to chill in the zone. During this time, this is usually where people get psyched out, right? Seeing this as a trader, I was about to agree to say, like, if it's really about to go for a downtrend, this would be clean. Because this is right here, what I was telling you about over here to the left of the chart. We was talking about price trap earlier down here, right? And here's the market showing you a price trap setup. We had our left shoulder, we had a head. This is Dana consolidation. Not Dana, it was consolidation. This was Dana. People would have thought this was a right shoulder, which was a sign that it could potentially start setting us up for a heads and shoulders pattern. And the heads and shoulders pattern is an indication of the market that the market is getting ready to go for a downtrend. Right, so this was a price trap where the market got stuck below the resistance level. It took off for the sell back to that support. It fails to break. During this time, this would be one of the times I would actually consider taking my buys. But instead, we're going to stick to what we said. Zone breakout, right? It breaks out of 39.70. Now I know, cool, I can look. Once you come out here again, I know that's your continuation for the for the uptrend. And we got us like a double bottom pattern. That's another indication for the buys as well. Right, so all these different indications that kind of like was the icing on the cake on this move right here. This drop is crazy. This is news, but it doesn't even matter because we would have already been out of this trade anyway. Because 39.75 to 39.85 is our 200 pips, right? No, I'm tripping. I'm so tripping. 39.75 to 39.85 is our 100 pips. So that's our other $200 that we were looking for in the charts. Right, so that's our $200 that we was looking for after this move. So now we made our full $400 between this Wednesday going into Thursday. And then on Thursday, after this news drop, this is a crazy day on the charts. Because after this news drop, I shouldn't have did that, shouldn't I? Nope, I shouldn't have did that because now it made me go all the way back. After that news had dropped, not only we could have caught the sales for 200 pips, you could have caught the buys. Wow, yeah, I'm trash for that. My fault, y'all. Bro, can you stop? I'm not get tripping. That's why, because it wanted me to go that far back. Man. Terrible. Alright, so look. This is the new pair that I'm actually bringing to the arsenal for you guys, right? Bitcoin, whatever you want, like all these, whatever pair you trade, like even if it's currency, same concept, right? Like trading can really either be hard for you, it can be complicated for you, or you can keep it simple. As you can see, I did this without even showing y'all any indicators. I have indicators I use over here. They hidden right now, right? Because I don't really need them for real. Like, I believe I won't even probably use them as much going into the new year, for if I'm being quite honest with you guys. Because just looking at the candlesticks alone, just using price to tell you what the market is doing, can make your trading 10 times simpler. Just off of just the month of January, I showed you, and there's so many different styles, right? Like, you could be a swing trader, you could be a day trader, you can be a scalper. Like, you choose the type of trader, the type of style you want to be. If you don't feel like, actually, hold on. Let's end this over here, and then we're gonna come back. So at the end of the day, like, you choose what type of trader you want to be. You could be a scalper, a day trader, swing trader. So like, for my people that's like, oh, Abe, like, I don't got time to learn. Or like, if you watching this video and you trying to get into trading, like, I gotta work, I can't do this trading 24/7. Like, this time doesn't work for me. Cool. Figure out the pair that works for your schedule. Like, the market, the currencies, if you trade currencies, the currency market is open 24/7. Indices are open 24/7. They close for an hour at 5, opens back up at 6, and it's back to showtime, right? Depending on whatever style you want to do. If you're scalping, if you want to swing trade, if you feel like you don't want to be on the charts 24/7, you just want to enter and not worry about it and want your money to ride out, swing trader might be for you. If you're going to be on the charts and you're like, I got a good 30 minutes I could be on the chart, in and out of trade, scalping might be for you. If you're like, you know what, I want to hold a trade for a day, I don't want to hold it for a couple of days or weeks, day trading might be for you. You just got to figure out what style of trader you want to become. Figure out your pip goal, or basically tell me the amount of money you want to make. Don't tell me. Tell yourself. Tell yourself the amount of money you want to make, and then from there, map out your plan on how you want to go about getting that money. As you can see, when I was trading, right, when I just literally broke down just a couple of those, there were days where you saw the market wasn't setting up yet, and it rolled over to Thursday. So on Wednesday, that was a perfect example where on Wednesday I caught 100 pips. Cool. And I made only $200. I might not make my $400 goal every single day, but I know I technically, if I wanted to swing trade that move, I can make 10x that in one day. I can make more than 400 in one day, and that can cover me. Like, sometimes when it comes to trading, and I'm glad that happened, because I can tell you this right now too. When it comes to trading, you might not make the number goal that you want to make on the day that you want to make it. The market is going to move when it want to move, but you just got to make sure that you're in position for it when the market is actually set up perfectly for the setup that's putting you positioned to, now it's time to capitalize off of the move. That's when you want to make sure you're executing. So I might make $200 this day, but the next day I might make $800. Or I might make $800 this day, but the next day I might make only $100, because the market want to consolidate before the PMI news get ready to come out. And once that PMI news drop, now I just made $1,000 off of that move. Now I have the option to not trade for the entire week, or go lighter on my positions for the rest of the week, because I already hit my target goal for the whole week. And then we could really go even take it a step further. Talk about when, okay, the goal was you need to make $6,000 a month. Imagine if you bring in $6,000 a week. Not even intentionally, but just because the market just ended up playing out like that. Are you going to start trading for the week? I mean, for the whole month? Technically, you can, because the same salary that you had working at your job, they paid you that for the whole month, but you just made that in a week off of trading. Now you have the free time to do whatever you want to do, as long as you're managing your money properly. Or you can use that $6,000, pay off your bills, put all that money to the side, and then everything that you make off of trading now is all profits. It can roll over into the next month. You can have that money, cool, that rolls over to the next month. My bills for the next month I paid off. Okay, cool, that pays off my bills for the next 3 months, because I just had $6,000 a week. However you want to do it, like, there's so many ways you can go about it. But I challenge you guys to put yourself on a trader's salary. Pay yourself what you want to get paid, right? If you can make $100 in an hour trading, would you? If a job offered you to put you on a $100 salary, $100 hour salary, $200 hour salary, you would go ahead and take that. So why not create that same $200 an hour salary trading? That's tough. But the thing about trading is you're just not gonna be on an hour. I could be on the charts for an hour and a half. I can look at the charts for an hour and a half. The setup, I can go about my day. The setup might not come until 2 hours later, but I'm already executing on that trade when it does come. So now technically I'm placing, the hardest part is placing the trade. After that, you gotta let the market do what it needs to do to capitalize and get you the results that you want to get. So at that point, it's not no labor. The only labor I would say is that psychology part, when you're seeing pullbacks in the market happen, when you're seeing the market taking off crazy, having the discipline to take profit, having the discipline not to move your TP, to move your trailing stop loss and profit, to make sure that you're not losing on the trade no matter what. These are the things that's going to help take you further and further as you go into 2024 and knock these goals out that you're trying to accomplish. Don't make 2023 be the same 2022 was, the same 2021 was. Don't go in this year like, oh yeah, just because this is the new year, I'm going to start making sure I'm doing that. Like, but really lock in, really challenge yourself to be disciplined. And let me know in the comments, what is the trader salary that you're going to put yourself on? Are you going to give yourself a 6-figure salary? Do you want 76,000? Do you want 60,000? Do you want 50,000? Do you want 45,000? Whatever it is for you. And you can work a job and still have a trading career. You feel me? Like if your job is 90K and then you put like I said, 2,000, 1,500 into a trading account, and then you bring yourself in a whole nother 90K at the end of the year. Now you just created an income for yourself to bring in $180,000, right? And then with trading, you pay out taxes at the end of the year, right? Versus your taxes are being deducted. With our regular checks, with a regular job, your taxes are coming out of your check. When did the IRS make that money? When did the IRS clock in to make that shift? They didn't. Right, so with trading, you pay yourself first, but you gotta make sure that you're on top of yourself when it comes to putting money inside of taxes, of course, because at the end of the day, you don't want to have problems with the IRS because that'll be a bigger headache than you would ever need or want. Right, so I'm gonna end y'all with that. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me for the entire year. Like, literally grew my channel to, I really feel like at the beginning of the year, my channel was at like 100 and something, and right now we're sitting at 369 after recording this video. Let me actually see, what exactly was it at? This time last year, where was my YouTube channel at? Let's see. Nope, no I wasn't. So yeah, so this time last year we was at 218 subscribers. Now we're sitting at 369. Right, at the end of the day, I'm grateful for literally all the people that subscribed this year, the amount of people that's watched my videos this year, because at the end of the day, I could have still been at 218. No progress. Some progress is better than no progress. The goal for 2024, of course, let's get, honestly, skip 1,000. I really wanted to go. It's going to be road to 10,000, 10K. That's going to be the road. That's going to be hard. So, like I said, let me know in the comment sections, what is your salary goal? What is the salary that you're going to put yourself on for 2024? I'm excited to see what you guys say. And on that note, I'll catch you guys around. Till next time, I see y'all at midnight or next week when I actually drop another video for y'all. Peace out.